I won $300 at the Thanksgiving Open. I'm going to walk you through my 5 chess battles, stopping at a few key moments to explain. But first, I'd like to thank the St. Louis Chess Club for another well-organized event. Their Thanksgiving Open was fun, educational, and inclusive for athletes of all ages and skill levels. I even found a very professional photo of me from the tournament on St. Louis Chess's Instagram. The picture was so legit, it almost made me feel like a professional chess player. Wow. Hey, when should I stop by to pick up my Grandmaster badge, huh? Isn't that how it works? Not quite, no? Why not? It wouldn't be fair to the real grandmasters who sacrificed decades of their lives, stayed at home to study and be child prodigies while their friends went out. Okay, I get it. Oh. If y'all change your mind, the last name is spelled with a K, not a C. Still no? Yeah, that's what I thought. FIDE would get upset. Sure. Let FIDE be the bad guys. They would just hand those out. So I'm a long ways from GM status. They're really impressive people. On a serious note, some beginners who quit chess, or even worse, the sad souls who never give chess a chance at all. Those lost individuals blundered because they believed lies like, chess is too hard. I don't have time to learn chess. I'm too old now. Or my brain's just not wired that way. Excuses. Rewire it, you whiny babies. Ugh. Speaking from personal experience, I understand how painful, stressful those early chess plateaus can be. Like trying to checkmate with a bishop and knight, which I've never executed successfully or had the chance to. But let's not lose hope, friends. No. Our darkest chess hours are right when we're about to blast through the plateau. Just when it seems we'll never gain a single rating point again. That's usually when we just need a gentle push in the right direction, a little momentum. Then we're off to the chess races. And that's where this chess enthusiast wants to be. That action shot was exactly the confidence boost This intermediate chess player was searching for. I feel invincible. Hey, I bet the St. Louis Chess Club would do the same favor for you. And I feel like I can do anything now. So thanks for being patient. I will make no more mistakes. Shit, my potatoes baked. Told me the veggies on my plate can fly. I never drop it, ever. What's with the racket? Oh, he's not gonna have any friends if he keeps doing this. I was gonna go easy on you and not to hurt your feelings. Jerk. But I'm only going to get this one chance.
He looks happy though.
Something's wrong. I can feel it. Just the feeling I've got. Like something's about to happen. But I don't know what. If that means what I think it means, we're in trouble. Big trouble. And if he is as bananas as you say, I'm not taking any chances. Just what the doctor orders. I'm beginning to feel like a rap god. All the people from the front to the back, not back. Now who thinks their arms are long enough to slap boss? They said I rap like a robot, so call me rap boss. Me rap like a computer must be in my jeans. I got a laptop in my back pocket, my pillow go off when I half cock. I got a fat knot from that rap traffic. Made a living in it, killing off it. Ever since Bill Clinton was still in office, with Monica Lewinsky filling on his. Let's get into the action. You know, I updated my cover image. Let's take a closer look. Woo! Sexy. Baby, you look good all day, all night. You look good, so fresh, so fine. You look good, got everybody watching you like cameras in Hollywood. Baby, you look good. Ah, yeah, you do. Ugh. Dayton's full of himself. Not at all. I'm the most humble man you'll meet. I was complimenting my chess pieces. Breaking hearts, breaking necks when we rolling down the street, heads turning all day when they see you with me. I'm thinking everybody better stand in line, 'cause they need to know that my army's coming with me tonight.
If you try to steal my chess equipment, I will kill you. Then proudly plead guilty in court. They like, hey, who that there with the shades like, oh, the way you move to the bass, hold up. Whole room gets to spinning from the second that you walk in it, baby, you look good. Let's go 5 deep. I'm not gonna talk much, though I am prepared. We're gonna admire chess together for the next several minutes. I do want to show friends what to expect at the intermediate level. All of my 5 enemies were solid intermediate players or even closer to advanced. Now, this isn't a fork, of course, but similar concept. I don't know the proper term because when the queen slid, now there's double pressure on this pawn, which I calculated. But what I didn't realize is that queen is also supporting enemy rook, putting double pressure on this pawn. So I'm going to lose a pawn if played correctly. Now, a lot of intermediate athletes struggle with execution, myself included. Enemy set up a great attack. And most intermediates are younger but have taken lessons. It's just a matter of pulling the trigger, which fortunately enemy allowed me to salvage my pawns in this one. Now, that's another important moment, a good learning point. I love chess a lot. See, and I made this move thinking enemy can't fork my queen and bishop because I have queen takes on d6 check. But what I didn't consider, and enemy didn't as well, which is why a lot of times at the intermediate levels, I'll make a mistake or enemy will. The other will see, okay, that looks like it was a bad move, but it just doesn't look like something we can punish. So let's say that happened, which is what I anticipated. So what I didn't consider is I lose my bishop, because after king escapes, I don't want to go there because I have to worry about rook d7. And when that happens, what I didn't calculate several moves ago is my queen is doomed. It can't escape here. Bishop controls, pawn controls, blocked. I can't go back. I can't go anywhere. I can give my queen away. So what would have happened had I made that mistake is I probably would have taken the pawn and then salvaged my queen. An enemy would have been much better. But didn't happen that way, and as you'll see, I win this chess battle. but you're noticing a lot of chances and chances missed. Another slight difficulty. Enemy helped me out a lot by opening up the F file. And to my credit, I played fine with a huge advantage in the endgame. But I was looking at this pawn push for a while, and honestly, I just forgot about it, which many of my poor decisions in this tournament, it wasn't so much that I was overmatched, it was that I lost focus, which is good and bad, probably the easiest problem to fix. I watched Swedish Grandmaster Johan Helston, who apparently is a well-respected chess instructor as well. But Johan mentioned there are three main types of mistakes. One is focus. Two is failure to apply something we already know. And the third is knowledge, or something we've just never seen and have to learn. And I just didn't focus at several moments in this tournament. I can correct that. Win's a win. Round two. I played as black, which two of my three strongest enemies I did have to play as black. I play the Karo Khan as black against e4 right now for at least three reasons. One, at the intermediate level, there's going to be mistakes made on both sides. It's more important to see lines we're comfortable with than to really try to play aggressive openings. And two, I want the games to go as long as possible so I can learn, see as many positions as possible. Three, the Karo Khan seems to keep me out of situations where I have to consider long-range mating threats. You know, where maybe I'm at material or my position's fine, then all of a sudden something surprises me. It takes too much time to calculate for me right now. Good learning point. Now the correct move would have been here, because then enemy has a target, which is going to be from f5, my bishop is a target. That is not a threat. What enemy did is not a threat at all. And I calculated that, which is why I was comfortable waiting a little bit longer to castle, because if that happens, then you just help me castle. Because you're not going to take my pawn. After takes, my rook slides, then I'm going to win your bishop because of what would be the pin, absolute pin on enemy queen if bishop were to move, and you're not going to lose your queen. So that's fine. You just helped me. You lost a move, enemy. Now then, I thought I was going to double pawns. It was going to be good, but apparently it wasn't. Yeah, I was waiting to do that. And then the knights are my biggest weakness overall right now, defending in on the offensive side. Like here, I just made it because I could. I didn't know why I was making the move. That's not what we want. Didn't accomplish anything at all, except allowing enemy knight to get into my territory, because my knight was controlling the e5 square. But though I won this game, my biggest concern is a slightly misplayed endgame. But I didn't analyze the positions very well. I thought I was ahead for most of the game, and apparently I wasn't. Fortunately, enemy made a few mistakes late, which allowed me an easy win and time to go to Subway and take a nap before round 3, which after I realized I was going to be 2-0, I knew I'd play probably the best or the second best enemy in the under 1400 division. Yeah, enemy's going to try to repeat some stuff. Not going to allow that. And these pawns are just going to be way, way, way too slow to do anything at all. And I have checks. Yeah. Okay. I did get the white pieces here. And as you'll see, this was a very strange game. I didn't deserve to win it, but I still would have liked to have won. I'll show you what I mean. I play d4 as white for similar reasons. I play the Caro-Kann as black when I can. Yeah, why let the bishop develop? And that's actually not why, I don't think. That's not actually not why. So e5. But eventually, I needed to consider this queen check. That could be really problematic. I didn't factor that in for the next several moves. And I allowed enemy to control the center very nicely. Because if the correct move is played, and my bishop goes anywhere, you can see these pawns are going to be really annoying and kind of difficult to break up. After that, I'll stop going so into detail. But I thought I would eventually be able to take my knight and force the bishop out. But if I were to try to do something like that, the queen again has that check, which is going to be annoying. So I need to just get my king to safety. But I fought well. What I love about this game is I never shut down. I never got intimidated by a much worse position out of the open, never got discouraged. I made him earn everything after a poor open. See, that's bad, allowing the knight to win tempo. Force my queen away. And here I just didn't want to open up the e-file, though I should have. And this is bad, but it's not super easy to play at the intermediate level. And I do some weird stuff. It's not bad. It's just different. No one would have played that way that knows what they're doing. See? And with this, you can see enemy still up about 2 pawns or the equivalent. But I've got some good targets. I've got a good pawn. And here in a few moves, suddenly my king is getting to the center for the endgame. There's plenty of material on the board to force enemy to play it out correctly. And if I can get one of those pawns to fall, my pawn's just going to march. And at the intermediate level, this is not super pleasant, or as pleasant as the analysis bar shows. And then this was bad, because now enemy takes my knight. Now my king can march around, controlling several of these pawns, and my rook is free, while enemy's rook is not that good. Right, check, and recognizing my rook can steal this pawn. And now I'm up 2 pawns. And And this enemy ended up winning the under 1400 division. I was enemy's only draw. He ended 4.5 out of 5. And now anything I do to try to move my king away so my pawn can promote, I would lose that pawn. Another lack of focus, though I haven't studied end games as much as I should. I know that. And I guess my... So I give a check here. And then, I haven't looked at this deeply, but I'm sure I could get my rook to the back rank, slide my king around, and get that pawn to promote. All I have to do is take my time and concentrate, and that's a win for me. But I lost it. And this enemy has had some coaching. I think the enemy was just comfortable drawing for some reason. He asked me at least 3 times if I wanted to draw, which I'm never going to take a draw. I paid to play. I'm trying to get better. A couple $100 in prize money is not more important than chess. I love chess more than money. But he had taken lessons with one of the grandmasters that gives lessons in the area. See, here, I was looking at that for a while. That bishop revealing my rook to enemy queen. But when you really look at it, unless I get my king to b8 a little bit safer, there's nothing that's a threat. Because if my bishop goes there, for example, it's not really doing anything because it's not attacking the queen because there's a check first. So apparently that would have been better, mainly because I also didn't factor in that once the queen slides to e5, there's a mating risk. And another thing I looked at, if that happens, there's really nothing good here, in part, again, because the bishop can pin. So I thought it was going to be really juicy. It wasn't juicy. Whatever. Fine play. Fine play. Really took a lot of focus, but I'm thrilled with this endgame, except for that move. Now, from here on, I'm happy. Wasn't super clean, but I took my time, declined a few draws, of course, and did exactly what I needed to do, which is win the chess battle. Enemy resigns. Okay. Round 5, and this is maddening. I hoped I'd get the white pieces. I didn't. And I'm going to really dig into this one deep later, but there's one really frustrating moment in it that was just so obvious. But I was looking at other things that I had no business worrying about. Breaking up the pawns early. A previous battle, which Karo Khan often gets these pawns, the risk of a knight getting to there with a check after I castle is something that can be complicated. So I really focused on, as you saw, getting my pawns to the center earlier and not letting those pawns sit there all game, or at least trying to break them up. lose that bishop. See, and I thought that would be fine because if you take and my pawn takes, I'm going to win this pawn, which I was more worried about those 3 pawns in the center than preserving my bishop pair. So at least I'm thinking. Oh, that was a good move. That was a good move. See, because I recognized enemy can't take on passant because then I win the knight. So enemy has to allow me to get that pawn to f5. There's no option. And here, just poor, because I have 2 ways I can do this. And I just wasn't thinking. Another focus issue. I know this. I was tired, a lot of chess. I have a dog. I'm Uber driving, but I'm having fun doing it. So I can either do this, which I don't think is probably the best, or I guess they're about equal. Queen takes on b5 and bishop takes. Because if I go here, then of course, rook can take. But now after my knight retreats, I'm going to win another pawn. Or the more obvious situation to look at is bishop takes. Because after that happens, there's a few things that could happen, I guess. But if you want to take on a7, I'm going to free my bishop and immediately pressure your knight to either go away or make a move. So either that bishop move or the queen move puts me up about a pawn. But I didn't focus well enough. I was too zoned in on making sure that knight didn't sit there, which I ended up letting it anyway because that pawn moved and I had to accept the bishop trade. And then I'm flustered. And the fork, and then I lose. Okay. Happy overall. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm probably going to play in the under 2000 next tournament here in St. Louis, and my goal will be to win 2 of 5. But I will definitely be challenged every game. And what I love about chess tournaments, all I can speak about is St. Louis because that's all I know, is based off each round's win or loss, it impacts the caliber of enemy you play next. So even if I play in under 2000, I certainly am not scared of enemies under 1650 or so. So even if I lose, I'll still get to keep playing people that are about like me or a little bit better. And I need to have games where I have to think, I have to fight, and playing in the under 2000 will allow me to do that every game. I hope you're playing some chess yourself. If not, please challenge me. I always accept and reply promptly.